Talked about his shoulder injury. I asked him what it was and how it is now.
I tore a ligament in my shoulder back in '88, and I had surgery in '89, and went through the rehab and everything. In the last couple of years, it's finally started to feel better, and I haven't had any problems for at least 18 months or 2 years.
Right now, his only problem is trying to get the ball in the 1-3 pocket.
Yeah, he's leaving the door open for Steve Hoskins. Even though Rick has a 22-pin lead, Steve Hoskins working on a strike can cut into it after this shot by Rick. Well, at least he says to himself, all right, I didn't strike, but I'm back in the pocket. I'm back making good shots again. His lead now 21 pins. Needs to take that hard ball, pick up the 10-pin, and then we'll see what Steve Hoskins can do in the 8th and 9th.
Hoskins, 8th frame, trailing by 21 pins.
Now, this has been his tough lane this game, and he's going to have to finish on this lane also. So here we are in the 8th frame, a chance to cut the lead to 11. I'm pretty sure he's moved a little bit further left. You can see him drift left on the approach. Well to the right. That's it.
So what are you thinking of your Steelsmith right now?
I'm a little nervous right now because you know Steve Hoskins can throw a lot of strikes in a row. He's proved that by his 300 game in the semifinals.
See how calm he was on that shot, too? No real emotional reaction, but if he gets one here, it might be a little different story.
Yeah, I think he might give it just a little more emotion if he is to get the strike here in the 9th frame. Not rushing himself. This to cut the lead to 1. I think the emotion on that shot was the way he struck. Watch this ball as it goes well to the right. It comes back into the pocket. Take a look at the 6-pin, Mike. Just nudges out the 10. That's what got him excited.
Well, now he's only trailing by 1. Steelsmith's got to respond to the challenge.
And he needs to make a good, crisp shot. If Rick strikes out, he wins. There's the first one. Rick Steelsmith, a possible 227. Steve Hoskins, a possible 226. Steelsmith has his own fate in his hands.
And again, lots of things possible here. Either player can win, a tie.
Oh, certainly a tie is definitely very much a possibility. Steve Hoskins takes a look at the scoreboard. That went way right. He really trusted that ball. Probably his best shot of the match, Mike. Now watch how far to the right he gets this ball. He's moved in. He's really trusted it. He's letting his swing do the job.
Boy, under pressure, you can't do it any better.
Beautiful reaction. Right now, he's just hoping. He says, I know it threw it good. Will it strike? Gosh, a great shot, but leaves the 10-pin.
Well, if he makes it, there will be no tie.
He makes this, it'll be 216. Will force Steve Hoskins to double in the 10th frame. Important spare. Well, here we go, Mike Durbin. Steve Hoskins needed 3 strikes in a row to shoot 300 last game. Now he needs 2 strikes in a row to be your Ebonite Challenge champion.
Gave it room. Oh, and it struck.
And nothing Rick Steelsmith can do except sit there, and you hate to root against somebody, but I think in this position, he'd kind of like to see Steve not strike here.
Well, it's amazing how they bowl 42 games all week. He's bowled 4 games on television here, all these spars and strikes, and it comes down 1 ball for the win.
And I'll tell you what, I like his chances. He came through in the pressure last game for the 300 game. He's made the proper adjustment, moving further left on the approach, drifting further left. I think he'll strike.
So does he. That ball held.
Well, he was fortunate. The reason he struck was he made the proper move left. He got further in on the oil. Even though he threw that ball left of his target, it held pocket. And Steve Hoskins, if he can just figure out a way to stay behind the line and get 1 pin, he's your champion.
And that's enough right there. Hoskins is the winner. We'll be back to